Spring savings are in the air and at Ross, where they have savings on all the brands you love. From the latest fashion to outdoor decor and even pet supplies, savings are in every aisle. Go to Ross and save 20 to 60% off other retailers' prices on your favorite spring finds.
I think you're on mute.
Workday starting to sound the same?
I think you're on mute.
Find something that sounds better for your career on LinkedIn. With LinkedIn Job Collections, you can browse curated collections by relevant industries and benefits, like flex PTO or hybrid workplaces, so you can find the right job for you. Get started at linkedin.com/jobs. Finding where you fit. LinkedIn knows how.
This is Optimal Living Daily. Do you struggle between doing too much and too little? By Kate Hesse of NourishNestBreathe.com. And I'm Justin Malik, your personal narrator, reading to you every single day of the year to give us both a bit more inspiration, motivation, and happiness in our days. And with that, let's get right to it as we optimize your life. Do you struggle between doing too much and too little? By Kate Hesse of NourishNestBreathe.com. Do you find yourself pushing to do as much as possible, maximizing your productivity in every single moment, only to find that you reach a point where it takes all your energy just to get out of bed in the morning? Today's questioner asked a big question, and I unpacked it in 3 steps. In this post, I cover the pros and cons of staying up late and how to change your sleep schedule, whether you need a routine, and how to find balance between burnout and restoration. Today's questioner asked, why is it that from month to month, I cannot find a balance? I either burn myself out doing too much or the opposite, doing too little. I've never really been in a routine and I'm prone to being more awake in the later hours. Okay, so there are a few things here I want to tease apart. First is struggling to find a balance in your life and swinging from burnout to doing too little. Second is not having a routine. And third is staying up late. Now I'm going to tackle these in reverse order, starting with staying up late. Some people are early birds. Some people are night owls. Depending on your age and what's going on in your life, you might need more or less sleep than someone at another stage in their life. Staying up late isn't an issue unless you find yourself chronically tired, rushing each morning in a panic because you're running late for work, or if you'd rather be on a schedule that works better for the other members of your household. If you decide that it's in your best interest to shift your schedule so you start going to sleep earlier, the best way to tackle it is in little steps. Start going to bed 10 minutes earlier than normal tonight. Keep that new bedtime for several days, then step your bedtime back another 10 minutes. Continue this process until you reach your desired bedtime. It will also be in your interest to explore more about good sleep hygiene in order to fall asleep and stay asleep. Next, let's talk about not having a routine. Again, a routine is something that works better for some people than others. If you thrive on structure and knowing what to expect when, then having a routine in your life will be of great benefit. However, if you're more spontaneous and prefer to allow your day to shape itself, then a lack of a highly structured routine might work just fine for you. Finally, let's talk about struggling to find balance in your life and swinging from burnout to doing too little. There are a lot of pieces that can come into play here, so without more information, I'm going to cover the basics. Now think back several hundred years before every home had electricity and we were able to extend light well beyond the hours nature provided it. Back then, people lived in a greater rhythm with nature. During the summer, they were able to be more productive, with sunrise and sunset extending the day by several hours. During the winter, people were limited by a shorter day and found themselves either resting more or engaging in quieter indoor activities by limited light. Similar patterns also ran along the lunar cycle. More activity was possible during the full moon and much less during the new moon. So having periods where we're more productive and periods where we're more introspective are natural and normal. In fact, living in harmony with nature is a great way to prevent burnout. What doing too little really is. During those times when you find yourself doing too little, I'd urge you to reconsider if instead you are resting and restoring your energy as you recover from burnout and prepare yourself for another round of overdoing it. Sounds like the way you're currently expending energy includes sharp peaks in deep valleys. You're pushing yourself to the limit, burning through all of your energy, and then slowing down to recharge before repeating the cycle. I would instead encourage you to adopt moderation as your motto. You might still find that you have cyclical patterns. I do, moving with the energy of the moon and the seasons. But instead of the sharp peaks and deep valleys, can you smooth the curve between the two? Aim for the Dumbo ride at Disney instead of Space Mountain. You just listened to the post titled, "Do You Struggle Between Doing Too Much and Too Little?" by Kate Hesse of NourishNestBreathe.com. And I'll be right back with my commentary. You know what's frustrating? Coming home to find a trail of ants marching across your packages at the front door. And that happened to me last month. Ants and these tiny springtails were all over my packages, not exactly what I was looking for. That's why I'm excited to partner with Pesty. They sent me this incredibly simple kit with everything I need: a sprayer, mixing bag, pesticide, gloves, and super clear instructions. The whole treatment took me less than 10 minutes to apply around my home. What I love most is how they customized everything to my specific location and the bugs I was dealing with. And it's so affordable, just $35 per treatment compared to the $800 plus per year other companies charge. Pesty gets rid of over 100 types of bugs and is kid and pet friendly. Plus they offer 100% bug-free guarantee or your money back. Protect your home from bugs with Pesty. Go to pesty.com/old for an extra 10% off your order. That's pestie.com/OLD for an extra 10% off. Remember those childhood dreams? As we grow, our aspirations evolve. Instead of fantasizing about space travel, perhaps you're now dreaming of launching your own business around your passion for minimalism or sustainable living. But doubt creeps in. Do I have the skills? Can I build a website? How will I find customers? Enter Shopify, the commerce platform empowering millions of businesses worldwide and handling 10% of all U.S. e-commerce, from household names to fresh startups. Worried about design? Well, Shopify offers beautiful templates that align with your brand's aesthetic. Need assistance? Their AI tools help with everything from enhancing product images to crafting descriptions that resonate with conscious consumers. Concerned about reaching your audience? Shopify simplifies customer connection through streamlined email and social campaigns. And if you get stuck, their award-winning support team is available 24/7. Turn those dreams into and give them the best shot at success with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 per month trial and start selling today at shopify.com/old. Go to shopify.com/OLD. Shopify.com/old. Thank you to Kate. I think it's a great point that our ancestors went through a similar thing, having times of more productivity and then needing periods of rest and or recovery. I know I go through these cycles, and it's difficult to fight against the current. Like when my business partner and I started this podcast network, we were going nonstop, finding authors, recording, editing, and then I'd burn out and crash. It was rough. But Kate has a good take on it. Doing less isn't necessarily lazy. It's resting up for the next round. As for routines, I have to be honest, I'm not big on strict schedules. I mean, I've talked about my morning routine before where I go outside, get some sun, maybe do a little Tai Chi or meditation or stretching, but it's pretty loose. Some days I'm all in, others I'm not, and it's tougher to get outside for whatever reason. Kate's spot on that it's about what works for you. I used to feel guilty for not having some perfect routine like you see on Instagram or whatever, but now I'm like, I'm good. If you're a structured person, that's great, go for it. Me, I kind of like letting the day unfold a bit. As usual, figure out what works best for you. And with that, thank you for being here. I've only been able to keep doing this with you coming back to listen. Have a great rest of your day, and I'll be back tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.